Broadcasting around the world. You're listening to JM's View. Empowerment, motivation, success, real talk. Keeping it 100. Now, your host, the baddest man in podcast history, JM.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Javon Marable, a.k.a. JM, and welcome to another episode of JM's View. Thank you all for listening. I want to say peace and blessings to everybody. Hope everybody is well. Hope everybody is safe. And first and foremost, as always, I want to give a special shout out to all the essential workers out there, all the frontline workers out there. Thank you for all that you do during this pandemic. Okay, God bless y'all. God bless everybody. Hope everybody is well. And I'm not too sure about y'all, but today is Thursday. Okay, Thursday always start my weekend because I only got one day to go. One day to go until the weekend. So I'm pumped right about now for real. All right, so this episode is going to be entitled, Keep Your Faith. Excuse me. Keep your faith for real. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, my last episode I talked about this sometimes. I talked about this last episode, and I was going to say shit happens. Troubles happen to everybody. Sometimes the troubles, they're problems, whatever you want to call them. Let's just say problems. Sometimes a problem may be small, a problem may be medium, a problem may be large. And it is what it is, so it's easy to give up for real on whatever the problem is. You already know my situation for real. So, me, just got over a divorce. I'm starting from scratch. But at the same exact time, I'm always keeping my faith up. I'm keeping it 100. I'm empowering myself, empowering my mind, my body, and my spirit because I know it's going to get better. All right. When I say keep your faith up, I don't believe in religion. I'm not a Christian. However, I do believe in God. I do believe in Christ. That's just me. Whatever you believe in, whether you believe in, Allah or you're a Buddhist, whatever you believe in, you always know that, your faith is always going to bring you through whatever trouble that you're going through for real. Sometimes the craziest shit happens. It is what it is. The thing is that I started really empowering myself back in 2018 when I was in the health insurance industry. Things began to crash really, really hard. I wasn't really making as much money as I was making before. And I started to read a whole bunch of books. And the first book that I actually started reading, and I'll forget when I picked it up, was As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. And I liked that book because everything that was going on, the book itself spoke to me. Because everything that was going on, I was saying it's never going to get better. I was just focusing more on negative thoughts. But the reason why I like this book so much is that the book itself it's a very small book. You could probably read it in about almost like 1 or 2 days. But As a Man Thinketh, the title comes from Proverbs chapter 23. Says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. So I'm pretty sure that everybody here, you guys can speak on this. When troubles hit our life, problems come, problems and challenges arise. We get positive thoughts and we get negative thoughts. No one can 100% control if they're going to have a positive thought or negative thought. We always get negative thoughts. We can choose to believe those negative thoughts and say, well, this is going to be the end. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't getting out of this shit. It is. No, I want to stay here. It's too rough. It's too tough. If you're going to believe that, then, obviously you're going to act on it because you're not going to do anything about the problem. So the problem is just going to take you down. The thought's going to take you down. And that's when you're going to produce negative energy. But if you focus your energy and your time on that positive thought and keep your faith up, And I'm a big believer that, we communicate with God through positive energy and we focus on positive things and we act on positive things. I believe that God's going to reward us, you know. So a lot of stuff that's going on in this world right now, and we can choose to focus on the positive, or we can choose to focus on the negative. Me, I focus on the positive all day long. Well, I want to say all day long. Well, all day long, I'm gonna say I always choose the positive. I do get negative thoughts come in my head saying, starting over is too rough. You're not gonna make it. I don't focus on those thoughts though, because I know those thoughts aren't true. I believe in the positive thoughts that tell me that, hey, you're not the only person it's happened to. It's happened to numerous people. Keep moving forward. Keep your eyes on the goal. And God's gonna take you to new heights, to new levels. Empower your mind, your body, and your spirit. You know. So I'm the type of person I always think positive. And I do get negative thoughts, but when I say think positive, I choose to focus on the positive thoughts versus the negative thoughts. It's easy to focus on the negative thoughts. Negative thoughts telling you all types of crazy crap. They want you to give up. They want you to say, well, why this happened to me? I'm a good person, but, shit happens. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that happens, but it's temporary. It's not gonna kill you, I always say that you truly defeat it if you accept defeat. Sometimes we get defeated. Defeats are setbacks. Everybody has setbacks in their life. And you can choose to dwell on the setback, or you can choose to say, hey, I had a setback, but it's not in the world. I'm gonna start over. I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna grind my ass off. I'm gonna do things different. I'm gonna put my faith in God, and I'm a man. Again, I believe that you put your faith in God 100%. God gonna take you out of any problem that you may have. Okay, and God is always going to be there for us. I'm a spiritual guy. Okay, I grew up in a Christian faith, but I'm not a Christian. Like I said, I don't believe in man-made religion. That's a gimmick to me. But I do believe in God, and I believe in Christ. That's my personal relationship with God. Everybody, like I said before, everybody got their own personal relationship with God. But you guys can also contest to this as well. Whatever personal relationship you got with God or higher power, you've been through some troubles. Everybody go through some troubles and some setbacks. But if you keep your thoughts positive, well, if you focus on the positive thoughts versus the negative thoughts, those positive thoughts that you choose to focus on and act on, that is your way of communicating with this higher power called God. That's always going to deliver you from whatever trouble that you in. I've faced so many adversaries in my life. Even when I was a child, according to my mom, always tell the story. When I was a child, my mother's umbilical cord was wrapped around my neck for quite some time, and I was still breathing. I was able to breathe, and the doctor was like, I was suffering inside my mind for a long time, but I came out on top. Also, I had two surgeries back to back. I was born with one of my left kidney. My left kidney is larger than my right kidney. I didn't find out about this until the age of 25, but apparently this is, I had this since I was an infant. I had two surgeries back to back, and both of my kidneys are function 100%. When they first told me about it, the negative thoughts creeped in my head was like, man, this is wild. But I also had some positive thoughts. I chose to focus on the positive thoughts, and I felt good. My kidneys are function 100%. I'm still going. I'm still strong. Other problems arose. Had a battle with anxiety, and came out on top with that. Whatever trouble you guys going through right now as well. I know we in a pandemic. We lost a lot of people. A lot of people lost their jobs for real. A lot of people are in the struggle right now, but at the end of the day, man, focus on the positive. Focus on your family. Focus on your life. Be thankful that, you're still here. Focus on the good stuff. I choose to focus on the good stuff. Focus on my family, my dog. She right here taking a little nap. Shih Tzu, Miley. What's up, girl? But yeah, choose to focus on the positive stuff, y'all. A lot of stuff is going on right now in the world. And to all y'all that's listening, if you guys are going through some trouble right now, it's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be okay. And empower yourself during this time by increasing your knowledge, reading some books to help you feel good. Um, you know, spending some time doing things that you never did before, like a podcast, like I'm doing right now. But yeah, empower yourself. Empowerment is a journey. Let's say empower yourself in every aspect of your life, from your mental, spiritual, physical. Empower yourself. Okay. Keep going. Never give up. Okay. Stay strong. Feed your mind with good stuff to keep your mind positive. When I first picked up As a Man Thinketh 2 years ago, when I was going through all these troubles, when my trouble started to like really, really hit with my career, my marriage at the time, you know, I could have just said, "Oh well, that's the end," But I started empowering myself. I read some books. Also got another insurance license. I got 2 insurance licenses at that time. I have a total of 4 right now, and I am licensed in health, life, property, and casualty. But I got the property and casualty. When I got that, it was pretty much because I empowered myself. I started reading books during my times of trouble. And, trouble's always going to arise, guys. Shit happens, like I always say. But, it is what it is. Although troubles arise, miracles arise as well. Good stuff happen to people as well. But you got to believe. You got to keep your faith up. Like I said, I believe that our thoughts is a way of communication. And if we choose to believe the positive thoughts, when we believe in positive thoughts, I think that's our way of communicating with God, and God is going to bless us tenfold. I was just thinking that, one of my favorite books in the Bible, and you guys think, wow, amazing, but no, on a real tip, like I said, again, I keep it 100. I don't believe in religion. I have my own personal relationship with God, but take a look at the book of Job. Job was a man, he had it all, but he had been through some serious stuff at the same exact time. He also lost it all and came back on top. He went through some troublesome time, and it was crazy. You guys can check that out as well. Book of Job, one of my favorite books. And he went through some hardcore stuff for real. Some hardcore stuff that you wouldn't believe. Lost his kids, lost his wealth. I think he even lost his wife as well. But he came down on top. He kept his faith in God. And, that's what I believe right now, where I'm going to be at. I'm also going to be focused on keeping the podcast a little bit more clean base as well, but I'm not perfect, so forgive me for any type of language I've used. But, stay positive, gang. Everything's going to be cool. Everything's going to be okay. All right. So until next time, again, I want to say God bless everybody. Everybody stay safe. Everybody stay well. Everybody stay positive. Okay, believe in the positive thoughts and act on the positive thoughts. Empower yourself. Read some self-help books. You gotta feed your mind positive stuff. Like I said, when you think positive and feed your mind positive stuff, God's gonna reward you because you're communicating with Him. And And at the end of the day, everything's going to be okay. All right. So everybody, again, peace out. Be safe. God bless everybody. Peace out.